Hello and welcome to Chiefs Fan Center. We've just drew 0-0 with Sundowns at FNB Stadium in front of 75,000 people. And what more can you say but you're proud? Proud. Proud is the best word to describe that performance from Kaizer Chiefs. We were easily the better team against Mamelodi Sundowns, and we deserve so much more than the draw that we got today. We were easily the dominant team, and it's been like, I think, 10 years since you've said that we were the better team against Mamelodi Sundowns. Absolutely amazing performance from the boys in front of 75,000 people, so more or less 60,000 fans from Kaizer Chiefs. And what more can you say but and say that we are proud of the boys? They did a very, very good job today, and I appreciate them putting in a performance from about maybe 60,000, 65,000 Chiefs fans who sacrificed their um, Wednesday night to watch the boys play today, and they delivered. They delivered. It's just that the result was against our way, and we didn't have the cutting edge forward. And remember, there's still more to come. There's still Velabai, there's still Boutman, there's still Da Silva, there's still Chisler to come in. So even if we didn't have the cutting edge today, there's still signings that we made this season. We've made 10 signings this season who can support the boys. And maybe with those signings, we win the game. If we bring Velabai on for Modi, or Boutman on for Modi, or Da Silva on for Wandi Letuba, then we might win that game. So just take the positives from this performance. It was an amazing performance from the boys, and I'm very, very proud. We were easily the better team. And remember who we're facing, guys. We're not facing some Chiefs. We're facing Sundowns. These are CAF Champions League regulars, CAF Champions League finalists, World Cup, group stage. They played in the Club World Cup representing Africa, and not just South Africa, and Africa. And we dominated that team, Mamelodi Sundowns, today. The defense absolutely amazing today. Who was playing? Reyners locked down. Matthews locked down. Suarez locked down. Basidine skinned by Lalepo in the first half. Tabelo Morena couldn't get forward like he usually does, thanks to Marco and Pulemodi marking him. It was a team performance today. And what the only thing you can say is that you're proud. Is that you're proud, and I'm proud of the boys that they actually delivered today and put in a performance that we can be proud of. We are league contenders now. I think that this team can fight forward and be a strong team. Remember, guys, that there's still more signings. The only thing that we didn't have today was the cutting edge. Sometimes Bule Modi didn't take people on level his decision making. So when Lebo was not making the right decisions, as much as he played well, when Bule Modi is also tiring out, you can bring on a developer, you can bring on a Boutman, you can bring Da Silva in. Well, Chislet also kept coming in. It's looking very, very promising, and it's looking like a good season today. This season. Number two, Skukune drew the game today, so we're number two with 10 points, 2 points ahead of Sundowns, and 4 points ahead of this team, Pirates. So we're looking like really a really, really well-oiled machine today. And they really, really, I won't lie, I enjoyed that game today because it's who we're playing against, guys. Maybe that the result wasn't what we wanted, but the performance and who we're facing, you have to look at that and clap hands and say, well done, guys, the Chiefs. Thank you for making our wins there and showing us that this season can actually be a good season. Guys, we signed 20 players last season. Last season, we signed 7 in July, signed 3 in Lepo and Morris in January, and then we signed 10 this season. That's 20 players. That's a whole squad. There's no excuses for Nabi not to get the top 3. Yeah, well, you could see how Nabi's a coach. That the lineup today. The only changes what I was mad about now before the game started, I was mad about Cross not starting the game, but Basega Marco starting the game. Obviously, I don't mind Basega Marco starting, but giving him his first game against Sundowns. I get that he has experience, but why would you start him in his first game against a big game like Mamelodi Sundowns? But it worked out. It worked out today. Basega Marco, the touches were very, very good today. Very, very good player. I won't lie. My man of the match today is between Oxum Tetwa and Basega Marco. Very, very good player. You can't hate Basakamako, PSK. I think my favorite player. Like, I don't know, this guy Undlalabo Njekilabo, like he's got this thing there, like I don't know, like YVP. So like when he crosses now, I don't know, like the touches were proper. He's a proper footballer, and like he's always trying to impress, looking for the available pass, the right pass. He thinks. Basakamako thinks. That's what he has over a Shinga, a Cross. He thinks. He's experienced. He's played in a lot of games. He's 31 years old. He's a veteran. Yeah, well, so today you could see why Pascal is one of the best players. Why the selection of Pascal was valid today. Kolisi, I agree with you. Thank you so much. Oxum Teta also today, very, very good performance. But before we go to Oxum Teta, I was also mad about Pule Modi starting the game, because if you're starting Marco out of Cross because of experience, why don't you start like Sereno, either of Ndu or Pule Modi for experience? Because a game like this needed Sereno. You saw Sereno when he came on that he he was the main man. He was the main man today, and I told you, Mdu will try, but he's good off the bench in the big games. Look at the derby last year in February, um, playing on the right wing, ghosted. The derby, the game against Sundowns at Pretoria, ghosted. But when he came on in the final, what happened? We scored. What happened when he came on in the semi-final against Sundowns? He did an impact. So Mdu off the bench in big games doesn't mean he's not a starter. Just that for big games, we know that Sereno Pulemodi has to start. And Pulemodi also, I didn't think he was going to start, and he did a proper performance today. If you guys think Pulemodi didn't play well today, get your brain screwed and look at yourself in the mirror. Pule Modi, like there was this thing Nabi was doing. He experimented last season towards the end of the season where he did a back five. When Chiefs was off the ball, Pule Modi would drop in and make it a back five, and we would play. It was going to be like a 5-2-3 off the ball, and then when we have the ball, we go back to a 4-2-3-1, which we play normally, where Pule Modi can go forward. So Pule Modi is the only player that Nabi can experiment his tactics with, when we're defending, it's a back five, and then when we have the possession, he goes back to his natural left in position. If you saw today, Tapala Morena didn't get space and freeway on the right hand side because Pasakamago and Pule Modi were helping him. So we know Pasakamago is not good defensively and he's old, but who was helping him? Pule Modi. The work rate of Pule Modi is underrated, and I give credit to Coach Nabi because I would have started Sereno on the left wing, or if you wanted to accommodate Bodundu and Sereno. So I'm very happy that that Pule Modi did well. Police is saying, but today Pule Modi was not good for me. He wasn't good on the ball, but defensively, you look like he made a contribution. Sundowns today didn't do anything attacking wise, and when we usually play against Sundowns, they always have chances. Today they did nothing. Peterson and Miguel and Kunikawa didn't have much to do today. We had more to do in the Stellenbosch game, if anything, than the Sundowns game. And you know how Sundowns usually does. This is a team that, guys, the past 5 years, since 2021, it's been 10 league games, 9 wins for Pirates, for Sundowns, 1 draw for Kaizer Chiefs. So for us to get a draw today, we actually played pound for pound Pirates and arguably maybe dominated Sundowns. We have to be happy. We have to be happy today. You look at because this is a team, guys. This team has beaten us 5-1. The first video of Chiefs Fan Center, first match reaction. We lost 5-1 to Sundowns. We lost 4-0 last season at the stadium. So remember what Sundowns has done to us in the past, and look what is happening today. Just be happy that we did something today against Sundowns. Police, I don't know. Give context. Why not pass? Hey guys, I'm very disappointed. Man United is losing 2-0 to this Ding Town. So it's tough supporting these two teams, guys. But one does well, the other drops. But I guess it's Chiefs time now. It's Chiefs Fan Center. Yeah, man, I think we're looking like league contenders today. And man of the match, guys, it's between Paseka Marco and Ox Mthetsa. But I think I'll give it to Ox. He played very well today. I don't know, like the tactics of Coach Nabi today. You saw today that Nabi's a tactician. All these wankers and crybabies saying, "Yeah, guys, let's give Ben Yusuf the job if Nabi gets fired. Why can't Nabi stay with his wife a few more months?" Look at what happened today. Coach Nabi these are his boys. Mr. Yusuf, Mr. Kaizer, these are his boys. For Mr. Yusuf to know what he knows, it's because of Coach Nabi and Mr. Kaizer and the rest of the technical team. With the Ox Mthetsa thing, when we were pressing the life of the game, we squeezed the life out of Sundowns today in the press, especially in the first half. The pressing in the first half was proper from Kaizer Chiefs, and because when Pirates had the goal kick, Sundowns wasn't the goal kick. I don't want to talk about Pirates. When Sundowns were having the goal kick, they usually play the ball off the back. What happened? As much as Krele is the 8, he's more advanced. But when Ox overtook Krele and Krele was holding, Ox went into the box and pressed the Sundowns midfielders and defense for us to retrieve the ball higher up the pitch, which allowed Ox to get the chance where it allowed us to mark the ball further up the pitch. So Ox today, his marking in the final third was proper today. His job was flawless today, and you have to give props to Ox Mthetsa. You have to give Ox to Ox Mthetsa and Coach Nabi for his tactical masterclass today, because those are tactics, guys. I wouldn't have never thought of that. Yeah, but when I do my coaching licenses, which maybe I would want to do, maybe not. You look at things like this, man. It is not FIFA, guys. These are actually instructions. Good, when Sundowns plays a goal kick or has a position in the final third, Ox go up and push. Tabak will stay and try to win the ball off the pitch. Remember 2 years ago when we were playing against I think TS Galaxy, we drew 2-2. Chiriro scored a brace. For the first goal of Chiriro to score, Oxum Tete, what did he do? He marked the ball in the final third. Oxum Tete, when he marks the ball in the final third, he's proper. It's his job to do. The thing about Oxum Tete, I don't know, he can't pass the ball. If Oxum Tete could pass the ball or has has when Oxum Tete has the ball, when Oxum Tete marks the ball up the pitch, he's a proper player. Mkolisi, yeah, I understand, Gazilan, understand. Happy not to lose also. But happy also to dominate, have a good performance because we've beaten Sundowns before, but we played like, I don't know, like little girls, like Orbit College. Like we played pound for pound with Sundowns, just like Pirates plays pound for pound with Sundowns over the past 2 years. We're actually making a claim for us to be a big team. Kaizer Chiefs is back, guys. Kaizer Chiefs is back. I'm not going to take everything this season, especially this league title. I think, but remember, guys, I always said that you don't win the league by beating Sundowns or drawing against Sundowns. There's only maybe there's only 4 teams in this league: Skokune, Stellenbosch, Sundowns, and Pirates. You can lose to Sundowns twice. You can lose to Pirates twice, and then maybe you can. Okay, Stellenbosch I don't count them because we beat them anyways, and maybe draw twice against Skokune or beat Skokune and lose to Skokune. You drop like maybe 15 points and then beat everybody else who's weak. Then you win the league. So even if you lost today and beat everybody else, then you win the league. The league is not beating Sundowns. You win the league by beating the Maruma Gallants and the Durban City. So the next game, match preview tomorrow against Golden Arrows. The game against Arrows on Saturday at Durban. We have to win that one. We have to win that one because that's how you win the league. We have a good performance against Sundowns, but we move on to the next game and then we push this title charge. And even if we're delusional, let's just push our delusion and see where it leads us until the end of the season. Chiefs is back, guys, and I'm feeling very, very confident about the team. Monyani today, okay, I see what you're talking about. This guy's a proper player. He's a proper player. I won't lie to you. The Pirates players who are coming in are proper. We signed who's this guy? Number 7 of Sundowns. I'm forgetting his name, and I know it. Mabowe. We signed him also. So we're adding these guys who play for Pirates and Sundowns. So much as they're not in their prime, you can see the experience. You saw Pax Fetamako today, very, very impressive today. As much as he's 31, not in his prime, he did very, very well today. Quinika also, yeah, man, rusty, but he's also good. He's doing a job for Kaizer Chiefs. I think we need to sign one more right-sided centre back. I think will be good because Quinika is still a choice. But we're happy, guys. Remember, Quinika won defender of the season a few years back. Wanile Duba, once again, dirty player. Dirty player. Can't keep his head in the game. Has to do better. I know he's young, but he has to do better, man. Obviously, it's nice in the cup final where you're fighting with Bongazi. All of us are hyped. I'm shy Kosi. But when you realize it's a bit of like maybe not idiotic, but reckless. Why are you getting a yellow card on face? I was only Duba. I'm not impressed, but yeah, we'll see where it takes us, guys. George McClough, guys. George McClough not even called up. It's looking like if George McClough is not starting for you, then it's looking very, very bad today. Yeah, man. Thanks to Shinga to come in. Basadine today, you guys have known, those who've been watching the channel for a long time, you know how much I wanted Basadine, especially since we took that money from the Cloakway. I thought that money would go instantly to funding the Basadine deal. But I'm happy with Shinga, Banco, and Cross. I think Basadine was a fantasy signing, and you could see today he's got his own like deficiencies. Basadine, he can't defend. Lepo had him on toast. Lepo had him on toast in the first half. And yeah, man, on the ball. Yeah, man. So Sundowns has three left backs. Marco, Basadine, Modiba, and Lunga. 3 centre backs who could start for every single team in the country. I don't know why Basadine would go there. I don't know what he was thinking, but it is what it is, man. Sundowns didn't do anything today because you heard me talking about Sereno having a good impact of the bench. What did Suarez do? What did Reynolds do? What did Matthews do? What did Mapena do? What did Motiba do? They did nothing. Did nothing in the game today. So very, very impressive from Kaizer Chiefs. If they didn't have the good midfielders, I think there's no tactic. I think the coach is suspect of Sundowns. If Mukwena and Allende weren't that good, or not, like if Mukwena and Allende weren't so good, then we would have won that game today because Mukwena and Allende kept them in the game today. Because there was nothing else going on for Kaizer Chiefs, for Mamelodi Sundowns today. But guys, let's dive into the play ratings. Peterson, I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7, man. Very, very good keeper. Reliable. I don't need a goalkeeper who can distribute and pass like a Williams. I need a keeper who can do a job and save the ball. Yeah, well, and he's the keeper that can save the ball. And he's looking flawless. 7. Pasegamako 8. Impressive today. The touches, very good player on the ball. Mwah. Technique. Pasegamako today. Yo, eat my heart out, man. Quinica 7. Kept the clean sheet also with the team. This is what you need. This is what Quinica and the centre backs of Kaizer Chiefs are very, very impressive over the past 2 years. I've been impressed by the centre backs of Kaizer Chiefs over the past 2 years. Quinica, Dove, Msimango, when called upon, they do very, very well. And Quinica once again doing a job. Miguel 7 also tested today. Had a tussle with Leo Mutiba, a South African Bafana striker. So impressive from Naso Miguel. Types of 8 or 7.5. 7.5, not an 8, but 7.5. Good. I understand why you bought him now. I understand. Sometimes maybe as Chiefs fans we're delusional. Sometimes maybe we have use of mouth. We don't need to sign Tabakrele, or we don't need to sign anyone else. We have Solomons. We don't need to sign anyone else. But you could see that Monyane is better than Solomons, guys. I have to admit it. Solomons is one of my favorite right backs, but Monyane is better than him. Octum Tater 8.5, man of the match for me, alongside Basakamako. Very, very good mark of the ball and impressive. Tabakrele today, Hugo Bruce in attendance in the stadium today. Yeah, man, I'll give him a 6.5. I don't think he did enough to convince Hugo Bruce to put him in the next squad in the October World Cup qualifiers, but he did well today. Tabakrele, very, very good player. Ever since he came, we're actually in these games a lot. Because before Tabakrele, we were getting smashed 4-0 by Sundowns. When he came in, even though we were losing 1-0, we're in the game. And he can actually hold his own against the best midfielders in the country, like Tabakrele, Makaula, and so on and so on. Dusha, I'll give him a 6. Did his best, but an impact player in big games like this. Pule Modi a 7. Didn't do much. As Nkolisi was saying on the comments that attacking wise maybe didn't do much, but there's still Velabai to come in and people like that to come in. So, but defensively, I'll give him a 7. The way he assisted Pasekamako today, very, very impressive. Wandile Duba, 6. 6. I don't want to be too negative. 6. Needs to do better, man. Needs to do better. Lelepo, I'll give him I think a 7.5 also. In the game a lot. You could see like this guy, he can be a very proper winger. If he was 25 or something, clubs in maybe France or Portugal where he came from would be looking at him. You can see that he has experience. It's just that he does his step overs and skills, but the final ball and decision making, it's off sometimes. And I think if he can improve that, I'm telling you, Lelepo can win Inter-Club CAF Player of the Year. Those awards there. Dupree came on, I'll give him a 6. Kasongo, yeah, man, he's falling down the pecking order. The Silvers yet is going to come back. Where does Dupree fit in the squad? Where does he fit in? Sereno 8. Good impact of the bench. Very, very good. Yeah. Ndlovu Ubafo marked the ball, had some energy about him today. I'll give him a 6.5 also. I don't know who else came on, but I think we're good. Yeah, guys, let me watch Man United, guys. It's going bad. It's raining. They're losing 2-0. But us as Kosi fans, guys, we're cruising nicely. Second in the league. Onto Arrows. Onto the match preview tomorrow against Arrows at 3 p.m. Chiefs Fan Center. I appreciate the support, guys. Love.